So, hey guys, let's start working from the bottom of the side control. It's gonna be a very good and simple escape. Most of the time, whenever we are on the bottom, what we're looking for? Every time, hide your arms, protect your neck, don't get into worse situations. There are, to put in practice this technique, two options you can choose. Is either person on top wants to shut all your defense and just focus on hold the position. So it will not have the will to improve into, I don't know, full mount or working submissions. It's gonna just stay there. Or you can obligate the person on top to don't get into better positions. So let's see what I mean by that. So let's be on this side in just a side control. So first of all, starting from one of the most common way for the person on top to hold the position. One arm around the neck, one arm underneath my armpit, knees close to my body. So it's a very good way for him to set up all his attacks, improve the positions, as we say, or attack submissions. Before to think about either, work my best to get out because the person is stalling, or either I want to start to focus on don't let the person on top move and get into better positions. I want to hide my arms. Right now, we are not ready to move into the defense side yet. So what I want to do, focus on my right arm first. My arm is in danger. It can easily attack armbar, it can easily work a choke, use the armbar on the other side. So I want to focus on the side where my partner is. I want to basically move my arm underneath his belly. Right now, if I pull, I have no space. So Jiu-Jitsu is all about creating good angles. I want to, number one, don't be all the time flat on my back. I want a little hip escape. Now look the angle. Pull towards the mat. I want to cut the hip of my partner. Now I can move my back flat. Hiding my other arm now, there are different ways. In this case, as remember, I want to let the person that don't work on top. I want to keep my arm above his shoulder and keep out. You can control with your hand the top of the patch of his back, right here. So, two options we said. He can stay in this position. If I want to escape, I'm gonna put pressure down. I cannot move. Or person on top wants to get into better position, but we're gonna hold him down. So this is what we want. Now, once I have my frame, so my arms controlling and defending, automatically I can start to create more space in between me and my partner. I don't want to focus on getting on the hook. I don't want to focus on work the hip escape and recover the better position. What I want is to let him focus more on his upper body and work on his lower body. So look what I mean. I'm controlling here, keeping tight. He cannot move now. What I want to do, I want to start to turn face to him. Now, here two things can happen. He can stay in the same position but putting more pressure down on the chest. So whenever somebody is putting pressure down, automatically, the strength comes from his feet, right? And most likely, the person on top will have the toes working active on the ground. Will never stay with the top of the foot flat on the mat. So he's gonna give me the chance to work with my outside leg, my left, go all the way across. See? So I wanna be sideways, be with my bottom leg basically in contact with his knee, but I want to go all the way here. So having his feet, his toes active, I can easily hook with my heel the top of his foot. Now, basically, I want to carve his leg. I want to pull with my heel the foot above my leg, and now opposite movements. I want to put contrast with my right knee and bend his leg. See, the more I carve my leg, the more his knee twists, right? So this is what happened for him. You want to put more pressure on top of me and keep most likely the hips higher. This is where I want to use myself. I want to move my hips back towards him. When I use my right elbow now to turn all the way the other direction. Because remember, we were keeping the arm over the shoulder, and I'm not going to allow him to pose the hand on the mat. So look, from here, 1, 2, up. I'm going to just move on top of the good position, okay? So let's do just one more time. Let's be now sideways, this way. So again, hiding your arms first. So little hip escape, turn, cut, control. Now, my arm is really placed where it's visible. If you just keep the separation between your arm, your biceps, and his neck, you can easily trap in your arm, in Moura, in Americana. It's not good. So, I want to keep it tight, control. And you can control the material. Now, instead of working bridge, hip escapes, I just want to start to turn face to him and I want to have my knee touching his knee. So I know where to find his leg. When I find basically my outside leg, the in between his leg space. So I want to go all the way here. Now, here against the top of the foot, I want to carve his leg. I want to put contact with my other leg. So look at carve. I want to get underneath. I want to bring his leg all the way up. Now, what I want to do, I want to bring my elbow underneath and use my toes on the mat to turn to the other side. Because here, what happens is, person on top can also, at this point, reach the hips facing this way. I can face this way. Yes! This is what happens the most. So now, I keep it tight. If this is the case, you can control with your hand the inside of the pants. Same thing up. I go all the way to the other side. And when I stop in a good position on top. Any questions? We'll do one more time.